Welcome to Samadhi Game. This is an impromptu broadcast. We're coming to you live from Tijeras, New Mexico. Samadhi Game is a formal path of initiation, a formal path of enlightenment that you can take yourself through very easily simply by saying the words of it, familiarizing yourself with the ideas inherent in it. It's no different than advertisements that you might see on television. It gives your consciousness the idea of something a little bit different. As you see these ideas, you become more interested in them and your consciousness tends to gravitate towards them. So we like to do these mantras on a consistent basis to counteract the pressure of attention required by everything else in this embodiment. So we take these mantras from Samadhi Game, use them to intensify the ideas of enlightenment which have been presented to us in this world throughout millennia. And these words are in English so we can actually contemplate them and understand them in a more logical way than if we were just getting into the idea of the words of Samadhi Game as foreign words, which have a beautiful emotional appeal, but the intellectual or conscious awareness of their meaning is somewhat lacking unless we've really studied that language in its fullness. So I want to take us now to some of these mantras in Samadhi Game and give us an opportunity to actually work with them in such a way that they can have some effect on our consciousness. So Robbie may be joining us in a little bit. She just got back from some errands in town. When she feels ready, she'll jump in too. So here we go. I'm going to take us to a page here. You can download these mantras at samadhigame.com. You can also follow us on Ustream at ustream.tv and then go to the Samadhi Game, Samadhi Game page, sign in, follow us there, and you'll get notifications and email every time we go live. So here we go. We're going to jump into here. You don't need to download the Samadhi Game Manifesto now. You can do it later at samadhigame.com. But here is a sample of it, and we'll be using this online version of Samadhi Game to do these mantras. This is called the shadowless light of Samadhi. It's feeling, tone, and state of knowing. It's drawing the idea of Samadhi in this brilliant light into our four lower bodies, including the feeling body, including the intellectual body, this knowing body. So let's go on now. If we say these words together, we draw a resonance of the ideas at the same time. We don't have to be sitting in the same room for this to occur. We can be sitting in different rooms, different places all across the planet, and it can have a profound effect on us. So let's go together and do these mantras together. O glorious shadowless light of eternity, that brilliance of I am Samadhi, shining in the void as 10,000 suns. Descend, 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 as the tangible substance of loving splendor, dazzling intelligence and palpable power for all to absorb and identify with, as the full and only authority throughout the earth, the boundless treasure house of the universe, and our infinite I am Samadhi of scintillating fire and dazzling light. That I am. I release the power of mastery without limit now, revealing the self and flooding forth perfect miracles and all activities, bringing to pass the enlightenment of the ages, and letting every being on earth sense and surrender to the intimacy of this light. Everywhere, the fullness of this self expanding as love, wisdom, and joy forever. Thank you. Now, great songs of praise and gratitude burst forth from the heart of humanity for that silent splendor poured out to all.
Now, pure love flows forth from the heart of the secret love star, drenching the earth with the glory and ecstasy of golden pink liquid light. Now,
the oneness of supreme love, wisdom, and blazing joy overwhelms this whirl of duality in its glowing orb of transmutation, reconciliation, and dominion, making of terror a smiling sun of everlasting, all-powerful, limitless light, casting no shadow, and in which only that absolute perfection can forever dwell. Now, I am limitless gifts of all good things, anointing the earth with abundance, healing, and happiness for all mankind. O presence of a shadowless light from out the great silence, we identify with thee now. I am the elation and exhilaration, freedom and liberation of this eternal experience and gnosis of Samadhi, its ecstatic hearing, blissful feeling, cosmic scent, sublime taste, and immaculate vision, holding all safely within that compassionate diamond heart forever. I intensify this feeling tone of I am shadowless light in acknowledgement, acceptance, and awareness, surrender, devotion, and adoration for this state of knowing that this all-pervading I am Samadhi, the intelligence of the heart that is divine illumination. I, and here you can say a name that you would give yourself as a great being. And that great being is something that you feel really good about doing yourself. I, Gregory Donald Brinkley, this great, with beautiful, magnificent, healing hands, am awake, as is the ascended Master Jesus, to this shadowless light, its feeling, tone, and state of knowing, that I am that never sleeps and enjoys all, now and forever. And so we've begun. I thought we'd just leave the ticker tape on behind us, and just because we're doing this impromptu broadcast during the middle of the day, and there's all sorts of news going on, and we can't see it that well in the broadcast, but it's just something we're pulling the light of eternity into this world. I entitled today's broadcast, For Those Who Would Be Beautiful, the Inner Radiance Externalized. So what we're trying to do is find that inner radiance and externalize it to some degree, to the maximum degree. By externalizing it, we actually share that radiance into the world at large, and things like what are going on the news, we actually feel the effect of your enlightenment in the moment. And every one of us can have a quantum leap of enlightenment in the moment as we accept it so. All we have to do is say these words and get an idea of what it is to be enlightened. Hi. So let's go on and give some more of these mantras. Even though these mantras come in a long lineage, whether it be east or right, or east or west, or far, the world around, left or right, no matter where they come from and what time period, there's always been this lineage of giving the word, of saying the word, which brings us closer to the divine identity that we have. So this is one of those mantras. We'll say it in Sanskrit just because that's how they said it. And then we'll turn around and we'll say it in English because that's how we hear it. So let's give it. It's called I Bow to the Samadhi Within Myself. And if you can't say the words in Sanskrit, don't worry about it. Om Namah Shivaya Guruve Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanshaya Shantaya Nyaradambaya Teja. Say, how cool is that, huh? Now, this was said thousands and thousands of years ago as an appellation to that divine self within. And now we're going to say it in English. We're actually going to sing it in English the same way. I bow to the Samadhi within myself, known as Lord. Now, they said Shiva, Shivaya, but you could say Christos, Christ, Buddha, however you define spirituality, and some representative of that spirituality to bring the light of that truth to you, however you want to say that. Krishna, Buddha, Shiva, Christos, that known as Lord Christos, that is the, let's see, let me say it over again.
True teacher.
Sure,
The Samadhi that I am.
the sun is a form of truth, consciousness and bliss. Thank you very much for getting that tune. I am always present and full of peace. I am always present and full of peace. I am always present and full of peace. I am completely free and I sparkle with the divine luster. We can sing it again all the way through. I bow to the Samadhi within myself, known as Lord Christos, that is the true teacher. This Samadhi that I am takes the form of truth, consciousness, and bliss. I am always present and full of peace. I am always present and full of peace. I am always present and full of peace. I am completely free and I sparkle with the divine luster. Just if I am always present and full of peace, there are no accidents. I am always, even in what seems to be an accident, I am always present and full of peace, even through that accident. So this is a way of developing some poise, reminding ourselves of this true place where we can put ourselves. Let me take us out of this screens while I spin the dial here and find. The opening pillar of light is a mantra that we use to encapsulate ourselves in a radiance of light that is protective in nature. Just as you would have borders on a nation, you need to have borders on yourself. There is a distinct distance at which your auric field emanates from you. This radiance comes out and establishes an impenetrable shield of protection. As you extend the radiance of your own personal identity, it begins to wane and wane. It doesn't become quite as powerful as it goes out in this physical world. So we try to build in this pillar of light about us so that we can have a border, so to speak, of a ring pass not, that through which no negativity can pass. So let's give the opening pillar of light the pillar of the world. You stand as the pillar of the world when you stand within your pillar of light. Sublime I am, Samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet compassionate flame, in, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all eye contact with the tangible substance, living awareness, and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant one, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am Samadhi. We'll give it again. As we give these mantras a couple times through, you find that your consciousness begins to groove with it. Just like when you have a great song that you like to sing over and over, you begin to really dance with it. So let's go. Sublime I am, Samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet compassionate flame, in, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all eye contact with the tangible substance, living awareness, and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world. Take a moment just to feel that shine, that radiance, that resonance within you now in the silence. Let's go right to that silence. Hear it. Feel it. Let it resonate. Visualize it as this pillar, this radiance of light around you that reaches out probably 3 feet in every direction from your heart. a thick, tangible, tactile thing, having actual substance, feeling its power in you. And the edge of this pillar of light determines, it draws the distinction between what is permissible into your aura and what is not. And let's continue on. Stay but eyes supported and sustained by the brilliant, elegant one, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am Samadhi. And let's go ahead and together give the Om. Let's just take that Om down deep for a few moments. Thank you. Let's go on and give some more mantras. Let's finish this mantra first. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. I just have an idea that I'd like to share. We all get really passionate about things, whether it be about our food, about our dress, about how we present ourselves, about our relationships, about our politics, about our spirituality, and we can really get drawn into it. And I suggest that it's not bad to do so. We want to externalize all the radiance that we have in our bodies from that divine source that I am, that you are, that we are. But it's nice to actually dunk your head in that source presence every now and then, and coming into a resonance with the still point of the heart, so that you can come back out again and be even more interested in your politics and in your food and in your dressing and in your loving every which way about it. Being fully tantrically embraced in this world means that we have to have something to pull out of somewhere to be here. And so we have Samadhi game. Let's give another mantra of Samadhi game. This is called heartfelt tangible Samadhi. O Great Spirit, O Mighty I Am, Samadhi at the center of all creation, radiant with illuminating fire, O heartfelt parent of all sons and sons. Pour forth that life-giving power, fan the spark of that divinity on the altar of my heart. Amplify and magnify this spark by the fire breath of the whole I Spirit, into the potent God flame that I am. O the shimmering fountain of life that I hear, feel, smell, taste, and see within me, I choose this constant cascade of liquid light, actively receiving its shimmering directive radiance, tangibly and powerfully manifest in my experience. I open the innermost temple of love within this evident, celestial, cosmic fire. I manifest that life and light for our healing and regeneration, letting the breath, height, fullness, and crown of the solar radiance of a sun behind the sun appear. I stand forth. Revealed in and through me is the neutral witness, that Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Pharaoh, Monarch, Divine Mother, Father, Sun conscious awareness. I am the visible, audible, and tangible flame of eternal life, breathing this interliving prana-chi from the source to the root of my being. Liquid rays of light, flooding my chakras, seated upon their lotus thrones of love. Molten gold of enlightenment, shivering its ascension up my spine, crowning my awareness with the diamond rays of attainment. Now, if you'd like, you can actually read through this little description of this saga breath, breathing down the front side of the body and breathing as you exhale, letting that shiver up the spine to the top of the head. But we're going to continue the mantra for now. As the white fire being of my heart, I dynamically emanate and transmit this audible, tangible, fragrant, delectable, and visible substance of living samadhi as creativity and direction. I am a sun in the palace of the shining void, this temple a glistening world of infinite space, the process of my transformations, sounding the melodies, harmonies, and rhythms of the great solar symphony. I am the dazzling flame of life, here and now, because I am nowhere else but everywhere forever. I am Samadhi's palpable joy, tactile glory, and felt perfection of boundless being. I am that, I am that, I am that. I am the healer with hands.
Tell me. I need to lay down, but you keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
Will you?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, Robbie woke up this morning with a little earache. Yesterday, and she's been fighting it off, a little sort of earache.
I want to finish this one now.
Okay. I am the healer with divinely healing hands.
Yay.
I am the healer with divinely healing hands. An embodiment, an embodiment, an embodiment. I am oneness lived.
I'll be right there, listen.
Okay. His music is great for putting you down as well. Grooving down. Let's take a few moments more to find this music taking us down into this resonance with that presence I am within us. Beyond news, beyond the flux of karmic worlds, a peace that passeth understanding, yours for the taking. The place where all great prayer comes from. Let's just continue to enrich your heart with this meditation, with the love, with the gratitude. You're worth it. Thank you. We're going to go on and find another mantra here. This is the affirmation and prayer of the divine masculine presence and power. We're living in a very exciting time. We're living in a time of great flux and great challenge to all of our preconceived notions of what it is to be masculine, what it is to be feminine, where the lines are drawn, how to use those polarities properly, creatively, healing and art and the governing of the nations. Let's give this affirmation of prayer of the divine masculine presence and power. Here we go. O sacred masculine essence of my eternal being, Holy One in my core, I am that I am. I am that divine masculinity within me now. I am the will of that kingly consciousness being done. I am the unchanging awareness of each moment, the natural spaciousness of each instant. On earth that I am, even as I am that in heaven. This sacred, tangible silence, death to my ego, source of my sustenance. This radiant gift of love, heart of my purpose, the Dharma, freely given to all. This shining void of stillness consumes every temptation of duality. This presence of Samadhi dispels all cross-currents of the human ego. I am transfiguration's total surrender, forgiveness, and reconciliation. I am resurrection's focus of wisdom and power. I am the absolute cooperation with the inevitable, Ascension's expanding glory of eternal victory. All this freedom forevermore I am. Om, peace, Amen, I am. Om, peace, Amen, I am. Om, peace, Amen, I am. We're going to move right into this affirmation and prayer of the divine feminine, then direct and connected fullness of beauty and forgiving grace. We're going to take these words and we're going to formulate our own prayer right in the middle of it. So get ready. Here we go. I am the divine feminine, the direct and connected fullness of beauty and forgiving grace. With me now in the intuition, dance, and relations of my heart. Chalicing the hallowed vision, purpose, and paradigm of the golden age dawning. Blessed queens of Buddhic, angelic, and Christic realms. Kuan Yin, Green Tara, Holy Mary, O Pallas Athena, Parvati, Sarasvati, Lakshmi, whom I am. Hear our calls for compassion, wholeness, and the manifest oneness in the flesh. And now here, this is the place. Formulate your intention. What is your intention? Now see and feel as though this intention were already manifest. So you have to put yourself into the picture of the intention as though it is already happening. Feel yourself transported, bilocated into that image of perfect health, perfect love, perfect politics, perfect joy, perfect play, perfect relatives, perfect fun. And now see that this image that you've painted for yourself is minted in three-dimensional reality on a golden coin. You might want to distill that prayer, that image, into a single one rather than a lot of them that you may have formulated. One that might be an engram for all of them. Something a little bit more succinct. A picture of all the glory, all the emanation, all the radiance that's percolating and shining and shimmering about you. And feel where the radiance is coming from. And you've got this in this golden coin. You've created a three-dimensional image. You can take that three-dimensional image, you can put that coin in your pocket and touch it with your mind's eye several times during the day. Or if you really got a lot going on, you can take it and throw it into the great, tumbling, rolling, boiling fountain of life that swirls and eddies all about you. It really is your own prana. Just toss it in there and let it go. And let's come back to the mantra, and let's begin together again. Guide us, intensify our path, the direct and connected fullness of beauty and forgiving grace, the manifest experience of healing and truth, and the mastery, liberation, and triumph of enlightenment. I am the cradled babe of eternity, safe in the bosom of omnipresence. I am the cradled babe of eternity, safe in the bosom of omnipresence. I am the cradled babe of eternity, safe in the bosom of omnipresence. Now we're going to give this mantra. It's called Nothing's Silent Sounding Light. We're going to give these stanzas in between the with repeated stanzas in between. We're going to give them 9 times each. I am zero, the great yang, the vast silence, the undisturbed stillness, radiating an antakarana of oneness, the sounding of love alone, the essence of life and light, strength, courage, beauty, and perfection. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. In this stillness within, existence, I am birth to an act of great yin radiance, spreading throughout the vastness. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God in man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God in man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God in man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God and man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God and man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God and man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God and man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God and man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am God and man. Louder and louder, the great mother I am. Muses, inspires, hums, and sings songs of new life, a glad music of my heart. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. Born now anew. I receive and I accept this Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Pharaoh, Monarch, Divine Mother, Father, Son, Conscious Awareness. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am crown complete. Needless to say, we're going into a meditation right now, so let those mantras have their effect. Feel the waves of them reverberating out and around you and through you and coming back again and again and again. And feel that place of silence within you. That place that resonates from the highest of high spheres of heaven down through your heart and emanates its radiance all about you in your every thought, word, and deed, your every feeling. Thank you. I want to thank you for coming and joining us on this Samadhi Game broadcast. Taking the time out of your busy day to say some mantras, to feel your heart, to listen for the divine afflatus coming from on high through that heart, to find a way consciously to move that afflatus out into the world about you in a beautiful, harmonious way that contributes your gift, beautiful, unique gift, given, gone, selflessly. And finding that in the doing of so, you receive great compensance on all levels, including monetarily. This great radiance, this beautiful self, finally revealed through your decision to manifest your gift given gone, your unique gift that only you can give. Giving it beyond the politically correct stances of this world that would hold you in abeyance in the mundane footstool kingdom as mere peons. But the fullness of your gift given as a monarch, given as a pharaoh, given as a king, carrying with it great gravitas, an ability to shift the very foundations of this world, everyone that you contact, rippling out through our society and creating greatness not only in our country, but in every country across the face of this planet. A new harmony realized, a new greatness upon us, a new sense of hope, moving forward without fear. These are all keynotes of a great spiritual path, a great momentum of spirituality, whether it be religion, East or West, ancient, traditional religion, or new ways of thought. Every single one of them includes this idea of moving forward in a momentum garnered of self-worth. These mantras of Samadhi Game can help you to realize that self-worth at your deepest core. And then as you interpret the meaning of these words at your deepest core, they gain meaning as they come forth through the skeins of consciousness out into the world of form as something specific that you are to give. So enjoy your days, enjoy this holiday season that is now upon us, beginning with that Halloween just passed, coming up our Thanksgivings, and then that mighty Western holiday of Christmas, which really has much resonance with all of the holy days all over the world. Thank you for joining us. Come again. We're going to have these broadcasts in an impromptu value. Sign up at Samadhi Game on Ustream.tv, Ustream.tv, and then look for Samadhi Game. Follow us. You'll get emails every time we go live. It'll recommend that to you. Also look at our Samadhi Game Tribe page on Facebook. Samadhi Game Tribe, SAMADHI, Samadhi Game Tribe. You can find there, we'll post before we go live a link for the live broadcast. You'll find archives all over at samadhigame.com, at ustream.tv, Samadhi Game, on Facebook, Samadhi Game Tribe, in the Ustream drop down at the top, you'll find it. You can look at all our archives, hundreds and hundreds of archives. We've had over 25,000 views of Samadhi Game over the few years that we've been going, so that's several thousand views per year. That's great. I think that we're helping to draw people together in an enlightened consciousness and help them to understand the need for some structuring. There is a great guru of mine once said to me, he said, "It's great to have an open mind, but don't let your brains fall out. It's a common saying, but it's so true. We want to have our spirituality, but we don't want to be so open with it that it lays us open to all sorts of negative influences as well as the positive influences. So to be smart, intelligent, the way we open ourselves, allow the boundary of our pillar of light around us to adjudicate what comes and what goes. It's a very ancient precept of the spiritual path, of all paths of attainment on this planet, that we have to be careful of the things that we own first, and once we have those things under our mastery, we can widen our influence to include others if we so desire. And we can even invite others into our state of consciousness as we have a great, big, fat doorway within that pillar of light, that strong sheen of protection around us that allows for us to adjudicate what is necessary within our worlds and when it's so. Thank you for joining us. Here it is. We're going to sign off now. Have a great day. Thanks for coming. Ciao.